Good afternoon, everybody. This is Joe again. A couple friends of mine from out of state and from inside here, the state of Virginia, asked me to make another video. Can you tell us another story? The last one was kind of interesting. Hey, cool. I'm glad they enjoyed it. So I figured, man, let me go ahead and put up another one. So I thought for a few days, what do I tell? That's the whole question. I mean, there's so many things I've seen. Not that I've done a whole lot, but there's so many things that I've seen that sometimes it's tough to remember all the facts. So uh, the following story is true and just. I can mention some names because a couple of guys are still alive, but obviously I will not under any circumstances. But this is what happens. This is a good lesson for men out there who disrespect women. At the time, I was living in a part of Providence, Rhode Island called Silver Lake. Had a real nice apartment, pretty big actually for one person. It was just me living there. It was 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, separate washroom, 2-story apartment. Pretty nice place. Anyway, I get home around 11:30 at night. I take a shower, get cleaned up, lay in bed. I'm in bed, sleep about 10 to 15 minutes. Phone rings. 11:35 p.m. Phone rings. It's Jimmy calling me from Braintree, Massachusetts. I said, "What's up, Jimmy?" He said, "Joey, I got a little issue to deal with. I need some meat." Now, when a man says he needs some muscle, that's one thing. When a man says he needs some meat, that's a code word. It means come heavy or come armed. So I said, okay, well, you got to give me an hour and a half or so because I got to put on some clean underwear and socks. So get up, go gas my car up. I'll be up there in about, I'll call you. I'll call you from the gas station. Because when you come out of Fall River, Massachusetts, and you're on 24 North heading toward Boston, a little ways up, about less than 10 miles, there's a large rest area. It has a full truck stop on one side of the highway, a full truck stop on the other side. Restaurant, little motel, everything. Hundreds of trucks on each side. Pretty big place. Real good food too. If you're ever on 24 North heading up toward Boston out of Fall River, off I-95, say you're coming from Cape Cod or you're going to Cape Cod or whatever, it's a good place to stop. The food is outrageous. And the prices ain't bad either. Anyway, do what I got to do. Get on the highway. Get up there. I get like 20 minutes outside Jimmy's house. I pull over, drop 15, 20 cents in the payphone. I forgot what it costs now. I think it was over 25 cents now that I remember. Uh, Call him up, tell him I'm on the way. Jump back in the car. Take off up there. He said, you know such and such. I said, yeah, I remember him. Well, his daughter was on a date about 4 months ago, and somebody took advantage of her. So right then and there, you know what that means. I said, well, they got a term for that. It's kind of new. What I read in the paper not long ago, it's called date rape. It's where a man takes a woman out a few times and all of a sudden he thinks she's obligated to give him a piece. Women ain't obligated to give us nothing. The majority of the time they want to have a baby or they do it to make us happy because we're doing so much for them. They want to do something for us. But, everybody has their reasons and that's okay. Anyway, so I said, well, fill me in on the details. As soon as he told me whose daughter it was, I said, oh boy, here we go. This could be some real serious problems. But this was a well-known guy. Even though he was a bookie, this guy was very well connected. He picks up the phone and bad things happen. People disappear. Businesses get bombed. All kind of stuff. Whatever. I said, all right. Excuse me. So yeah, I know I'm wearing the same shirt I did in the last video. It just so happens it's a coincidence. Anyway, I said, well, I'm gonna have to take somebody with me. He says, I got 2 guys coming up here now. So we sit around for about an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it was. Couple friends of his came out. I knew one of the guys. He knew the other one. Filled us all in. Come to find out, this guy knew people were looking for him, and he was hanging at his grandmother's house over on the other side of Cambridge, Boston, the other side, that side. About 40, 50 miles from Boston. He was hiding out at his grandmother's house till he figured out what he was going to do. He was working a part-time job, and he was trying to get enough gas money to cover his expenses to get out to California. He was just going to leave and never come back again, according to what was told. Anyway, this guy learned a valuable lesson. We went on over to the grandmother's house. She was upstairs sleeping. We walked around outside. One of my friends peeked through the window, saw him in his bedrooms. Okay, we got to get him without anybody noticing. So anyway, we go up to the front door. Front door is locked. But when you walk in the front door of this house, immediately to the right was a big family room there with some shelves full of books and stuff. Cut a couple holes in the screen, put your fingers in there, go like this, lift the screen up. Buddy went inside, went to the front door, unlocked the door, let the other 2 of us in. Me and Rubio, I'll say his name because he's passed away from cancer. He died about 5 years ago. Real big Italian boy, about right, 6'5", 280, big boy. This guy was so big, you could take his wedding band off and drop a quarter through it. It wouldn't even touch the sides. That's how big his wedding band was. The guy was a big dude. Nicest guy you ever met, but he's not somebody you want to play with. Anyway, we go up to the room, knock on the door. He said, "Come on in, Grandma." Yeah, Grandma's at the door, all right. Anyway, we push the door open real fast and walk on up in there. The guy's eyes got as big as silver dollars. Sorry, man. You know what's up. You coming with us. You're gonna learn a lesson. He started copping deuces. You know what I mean? So, oh man, you guys can't do this. It ain't bad. This is my grandmother's house. Blah blah. It don't matter who you are. You don't force yourself upon a woman to have sex with her without her consent. Who do you think you are? Big deal. You took her out to dinner a couple of times, and you put gas in the car, and you did a few nice things, but you weren't even together for a whole month. You expect her to give herself to you for that? What kind of ego problem you got? Anyway, my buddy grabbed her by the Adam's apple, moved his hand around, grabbed her by the strip of neck, and we walked him downstairs into his own basement. A couple of wooden benches down there, a lot of canned glass jars with metal lids on them, full of all kinds of vegetables. This place looked like an old lady lived there. Of course, she did. There was an old lady lived there. She lived upstairs. I stood watching the door, and he got the living crap slapped out of him, all over the place. And that's not the worst he got. What I'm about to say may cause some people to throw up or get sick. So now is your warning. What they did to this guy was, what finally happened in the last few minutes we were there is downright bad. But he deserved it in most circles. He was put in a chair, tied down to a wooden chair, in the wooden chair, and a couple of wooden benches downstairs. Got the living crap smacked out of him, punched in the face, broke his nose, chipped his tooth. One of his teeth came right through the corner of his lip. Did a number on him, teaching him a lesson. And the dude, I mean, the whole time he was talking trash. Oh, F you guys, F this, I don't give a crap. You guys think you're tough. Where do you untie me and all this other stuff? And I looked at him and said, we ain't got to untie you. We ain't got to untie you. We can take your butt out right now if we want to. There's nobody here. Your grandmother's upstairs sleeping. There's no one else here. Wipe all the fingerprints. See you later. That's not what happened, but, Anyway, guy started talking trash. After about 45 minutes of this, I got pissed off because I was told exclusively by Jimmy, whatever you do, don't kill him. Give him a butt whooping. Break a few bones. Do whatever you got to do, but don't kill him. It's okay. After about 45 minutes of this, I got really frustrated. I looked at him and said, son, you've been talking trash for 45 minutes. You've been getting your butt whooped. So you're handling it pretty well. I'll give you that. But you talk shit you talk stuff one too many times. I looked at my buddy. He said, something, I don't care I talked to my buddy, Rubio. I said, look, I don't care what you do to him. Teach him a lesson. I don't care. I don't care if you kill him. If you kill him, I'll take the weight for it. I don't care. I've had enough of this guy's big mouth. Running his trap like a 350 Chevy with a 4-barrel carburetor. You know what I mean? I walked about 15 feet away, and just before I had a chance to go up the cellar steps and did a backyard, I heard what I consider Hollywood couldn't do this. Hollywood couldn't make this up. Hollywood could not recreate this with any type of voice or sound synthesizing. I heard the most gut-wrenching scream you ever heard of, ever possible. Rubio reached in his pants and pulled his manhood out. Well, first they took a wooden bench and pushed it up to the chair. He reached in his pants and pulled his manhood out and took a finish nail and a hammer, a roofing hammer, I guess. It was an Eastwood hammer. Put it down and whacked that nail right through the head of his manhood. When I turned around and saw that, I actually had some pity for the guy. I said, oh my God, I can't even remotely imagine what that felt like. And the dude still kept talking shit. Wait till you do that. So I said, okay, well, we got a trick for you. They put the hammer, they laid the hammer, they untied his hands. They cut the rope off, laid the hammer right down in front of him and said, when you want to go back upstairs, go to sleep, pull the nail out on your own self. And if we got to come back here, things are going to be different. I'm not going to say what was told, but things are going to be different. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I've never, ever heard a scream like that before in my life, ever. You know, I've watched a lot of horror movies. I've heard women screaming, men screaming, and you know, that's why I watched a movie one time where somebody was killing gay people and gay people were screaming. No, nobody ever let out a gut wrenching scream like the one I heard in that basement that day. I'm very surprised his grandmother didn't hear it 2 floors upstairs. But anyway, make a long story short, that's that's what you know that's a bad thing to happen. But that's what happens when you disrespect a woman like that. I'm a firm believer. Every man should treat every woman like he treats his mother and treats his sister, because every woman is, for the most part, somebody's mother, somebody's sister, somebody's daughter, somebody's granddaughter, somebody's grandmother, whatever. They deserve a great deal of respect. Can you imagine what it's like to bleed every month and still stay alive? To redo the lining in your uterus so you can give birth to children, and have that ability till you're in your 50s and have to deal with that every month for all these years. Can you imagine? I can't. I'm glad I don't have to go through nothing like that. I'll tell you. My hat's off to all women of America, all women of the world. You have my utmost respect. Anyway, that's what I had to say for today. As always, I only mentioned Rubio's name because he's passed away from cancer. He died of pancreatic cancer about 2014, 15, something like that. I actually went to the funeral. That's one of the last functions I did before I got extradited down to Virginia Beach and had to serve 2 years on a probation violation. But anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's no teleprompter back here. I don't have any notes written in front of me. I spoke from the heart, spoke from memory. I've been thinking about this for a few days. Hey, I'll put another video out there. So maybe somebody gets some entertainment out of it. I hope you enjoy it. If you're writing a book, put it in your book. If you want to contact me for whatever reason, go right ahead. If I get the message, I'll answer. Anyway, that's about all I had to say for the moment. And God bless you all. Shall I say, may Father God bless you all. And yes, I know I had the same shirt on as the last video, but that's a coincidence. Matter of fact, I just took it out of the dryer not even 10, 15, 20 minutes ago. So anyway, you all have a great evening. I hope to hear from you soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and maybe subscribe if you feel like it. I may put out a few more videos just for the heck of it, just to see what happens. I'm sure there's someone out there gets some enjoyment out of it. Anyway, a shout out to my new friend Aaron, who lives in the back house back here, who is a fantastic cook. This Sunday night, we're going to be eating good, brother. Real good. And you're going to do every bit of the cooking, because I'm going to sit and watch. Anyway, hope to hear from you soon, buddy. Bye-bye.